All right, ladies and gentlemen, second time recording this one. Whoops. All right, so I'm going to do 12, 13, and 15 in this video. All right, so if we look at number 12 to start, okay, I want you always to check is under that radical, if I pick that as u, is that its derivative out front? Yeah, it is. Okay, so it's a degree lower, so that means I don't need to use parts. So therefore, I'm going to let u equal to 4x to the fourth minus 12. So du is therefore 16x cubed dx. Okay, and do I have that? Well, I actually have half of it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to set this up so that's u to the 1/2. And then it's 1/2 du. Okay, so now we're going to keep going with this. So it's 1/2 u to the 1/2, but now I got to find the antiderivative of that, which becomes u to the 3/2, and then you have a 1/2, and then you have a 2/3. It's reciprocal out front. So what does that become? Is I get 1/3 times 4x to the fourth minus 12 to the 3/2 power plus c. Okay, so that's number 12. All right, so let's move on over to number 13. Hopefully you got my hint that this one is you're using long division, and what is our clue on this one, or our key is the powers on the top and the powers on the bottom and top are the same. So I'm going to be dividing 5x squared, and that's our dividend, I think is what it's called, and then this is x squared plus 9 is our divisor. I think that's right. All right. Anyway, so I need to multiply x squared plus 9 by 5 to match it, so I get 5x squared plus 45. And now I'm going to subtract that. So what am I left with is negative 45. So what am I really now going to integrate is I'm going to integrate 5 minus 45 over x squared plus 9 dx. Okay? By the way, that was not finding an antiderivative. All we did was did long division. Remember, long division is not an antiderivative. All right. So the antiderivative of 5 gives me 5x. And that second one is an arctan. I hope we recognize that. And a is equal to 3. Okay, so it's going to be negative 45 over our 3, which is negative 15 arctan of x over 3. So you could write it as negative 45 over 3, but please simplify that, plus some random and arbitrary constant. Okay? So that is number 13. All right, so let's go down and do number 15. It's our last one in this video. So we're asked to solve for p, and that's a separable differential equation. So I need to separate variables. So I'm going to do dp over p minus 10, and then I'm going to get t dt on the other side. Okay, and then I can integrate. So I have to show the separation, as always. All right. On the left side, well, we realize that that's a u prime over a u, so that's a natural log. So I get the natural log of the absolute value of p minus 10. Since p is positive, I don't get a negative out front. I just get a positive in front of that. And that's equal to 1/2 of t squared plus some constant. Okay? Now, that is the antiderivative of it, but we are asked to find p, so we have to solve for p. All right. So that is a general solution. It's just not the complete one we're looking for. So if I e both sides, I'm going to get p minus 10. And when I e the other side, if you remember, I get e to the 1/2 t squared plus c, but I end up bringing that c out front. So it's ce to the 1/2 t squared. Solving for p now, I'm going to get 10 plus CE to the 1/2 t squared. That's what we're looking for. Or you could write it P of t, either way works, is 10 plus CE to the 1/2 t squared plus C, or 1/2 t squared. Okay, either one of those works. All right, hopefully this was helpful for you. Have a good one. Bye-bye.